You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine.
Those are the words of President Trump at that time, and he got booed. Got booed by the crowd when he started talking about take the vaccine. Wasn't president at the time. I need to clarify that. He was making that statement at the time in Alabama on August 23rd. And again, encouraging folks to get the vaccine. And, of course, point out that the Trump administration fast-tracked to get the vaccine out and he believes saved millions of lives. Well, some folks are making their decision. They want the vaccine. Others still not. But here's where we're going as of today, and we're waiting for this to happen. It's probably going to happen about an hour after we wrap up today's program. The White House making it clear that 4 o'clock Central Time, President Biden will address reporters and going to release 6 points, a 6-pronged plan to fight COVID-19. Word leaking out that it does include vaccine and mask requirements. They're not giving much more than that. Maybe they're just floating a trial balloon, see what our reaction is. And, of course, we have many already demanding that if you're going to be in a particular job, you have to have a vaccine. And others are fighting against it. Even some members of hospitals are fighting against it. Now, when Trump made those remarks in Alabama, that state has a very high number of unvaccinated and a high number of COVID cases. I have told you, and I respect and repeat again for you, you need to make the decision for you. But Trump said, I got vaccinated. I feel very good. I think we saved millions and millions of people worldwide. So he recommends it. And yet there's a report that comes out that points out that more children have been shot this year in Chicago than have died from COVID in the entire U.S. May I repeat that again for you? More children have been shot this year in Chicago than have died from COVID in the entire nation. And yet your kids are being masked, told to wear a mask, and the vaccines are not approved for those below 16, age 16 at this time, but they want to go down to 12. And yet they're also saying the vaccines are okay for a pregnant woman to have a child still in the womb. And the problem is we have so much confusion about all this and the demands and the restrictions. People have had it up to here. And, of course, many people say, well, you're just trying to be an anti-vaxxer. No, I say do what you think you should do for you and your family. But we've got too many people right now just demanding, it's got to be our way or no way. Or our way or the highway in some companies. If you don't do it, you're out of here. We're also going to deal today with how the State Department and the Biden administration believe that the Taliban would be nice. They'd be working with us. They'd help us. They'd help us get Americans out. We still do not know how many Americans Biden has abandoned in Afghanistan. A flight apparently did get out earlier today, but maybe 80 Americans at the most. And I want to point out to you that when they started putting their cabinet together, their new government and the Taliban, 4 of the members were previously at Gitmo. They got released by Obama for Bergdahl. Do you remember that story? It's coming back to haunt us. And I should also remind you that a procession approaching Jefferson Barracks, if not already there, for full military honors and burial for Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz of the St. Louis area, who was one of those killed in the bombing at Kabul. A lot to cover the next 2 hours. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can hear podcasts of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.